everybody, and welcome to the Hoosier Dome. I'm Rod Davis, along with NFL veteran Harvey Armstrong. Harvey, we are back to your home away from home, and we got a great duo of games tonight. Our first game is the Bears of Lawrence Central against the Lawrence North Wildcats. And two things to look for tonight, Harvey. First of all, the Lawrence Central defense, a very tough defense. Average, they allow only 8 points a game. That's the third best in the area, and they're going to face a tough offense from Lawrence North, one that averages nearly 30 points a game, and they are also the third best in the area. That's a pretty good matchup.
You have a great matchup here, and hey, I have to apologize for all the music in the background, but I love it. It's just great to be back in the Dome. But you're looking at two exciting teams, a great running back, a great defense, but really you're looking at two good running backs tonight, and a defense always get excited when they play against some of the top running backs. And as an NFL player, when we had to face the best running back, you get excited about this. So, hey, both teams should be ready to go and geared up and just, hey, you're in the Dome, you're on the turf, let's go.
The two running backs Harvey was alluding to, George Cheeseborough with the Lawrence Central Bears and number 6, Larry Brown for Lawrence North. Both backs average about 100 yards a game, so there'll be a lot of excitement there. The national anthem is taking place. We're just set for kickoff. Stay with us. We'll be back for our opening kickoff right here on Comcast Cablevision. Here we are back at the Hoosier Dome in the opening kickoff of our first game. The Lawrence North Wildcats in the red, kicking off Larry Brown, and it will go out of bounds. And so they will line up again, and Sammy Balls, 32 for the Lawrence Central Bears, will await another kickoff. This is our first game. Lawrence North is the home team. They're in the green bottoms and the red tops. Lawrence Central Bears, their crosstown rival, in the silver pants and the white jerseys. And Larry Brown, number 6, will kick it off, and they'll move him back 5 more yards. And we are set to go. Pretty good turnout. A lot of people still filing in. According to Mike Fox, the sports director at the Hoosier Dome, they expect 8,000 people tonight during the course of our 2 games. The second game is Warren Central and Cathedral, and they will try it again. Coming into the ball game, Lawrence North is 5-0 on the year. Their unblemished record reads like this: wins over Southport 24-7, Gary Mann 44-12. Pike 12-7 over third-ranked Franklin Central 24-21, and last week Decatur Central 42-13. The Bears of Lawrence Central are 3-2 on the year. They open up with victories over Gary Mann and Decatur Central, lost to Warren Central, beat Terre Haute North, and last week lost to third-ranked Franklin Central 14-3. Sammy Balls will take it at the 11, heads towards the center of the field, looking for some room, and finds nothing but a couple of tacklers, and Lawrence North comes out an excellent special teams play to start the game.
Great special team play right there. Get the fans all pumped up early in this game. Like they have more fans on the
Lawrence North side down here below us. First and 10 from the 15-yard line. And the Lawrence Central offense, Robert Davis is split in number 2, Phillip Hill 78, the left tackle, Ebony Gilmore 63, the left guard, Josh Williams the center, Tim Barnes, 58, the right guard, Shane McGrath, 74, the tackle. Quarterback is Woodring. He'll give it to George Cheeseborough up the middle. Let's finish setting that lineup for you. Your front 5 again are Hill, Gilmore, Williams, Barnes, and McGrath. The tight end is Jeremy Langlow. The split end, Robert Davis, number 2, the flanker, Gary Mitchell, number 8. In the backfield, Bill Woodring, number 12, is the quarterback. Brandon Cantrell, 33, the fullback, and George Cheeseborough, number 5, is the running back. He carried and picked up 2 to get things going.
Left side defense line was stacked up by 6, 75.
That's your man, isn't he? Eric Chandler. Cheeseborough tries the left side, and not much doing there. He gets out maybe to the line of scrimmage at the 17 to set up third and long.
This way you really have to be careful as an offensive team not to create a turnover because it would put them in a very, very great scoring position. Yeah, we have my old buddy back tonight.
Yeah, big 75. my bodyguard.
3rd and 7 early on here in the first quarter. Bill Woodring has double receivers to the top of your screen. They come back to Spoon body left. Cheeseborough gets out across the 20, but not nearly enough, and they will have a punting situation here in their first series of downs.
Put Lawrence North in great field position. That was a great lead block by the fullback, 33 here.
Brandon Cantrell the block.
Cantrell. They should come up with great field position here.
Cheeseborough is the workhorse. He has had 17 carries for 167 yards against Decatur Central, 28 carries for 143 yards against Terre Haute North, and he carried the first 3 plays. And now back to punt is Nick McDonald, 19. Almost gets it blocked. This will be Bowman, 7. Sidesteps one tackler, spins away from another, and the Bears wrap him off at the 43-yard line, but good field positioning for the Lawrence North Wildcats.
Great field position. Look like a little Clarence Fernand there, a little bigger than Clarence. Clarence will make something happen.
There's nothing wrong with the guy that tries to make something happen.
Oh, you have to have guys like that on the team. You have to have those big play guys that are capable of making a big play at any time. And you have one here. You have a couple of guys here at the Cheeseborough as well as Larry Brown. This is my man here.
Lyles goes to the second back through, which is Brown, number 6. And he's doing a little seeing in there himself, Harvey, trying to sidestep players.
They're dancing, weaving, and waving, as you call it.
We'll give him a couple. Had a couple injuries in the Lawrence North starting 5, but we have Boston, number 7, the split in. Mullins and Eric Chandler, Mullins, Chandler, Eikenberry, and 3 of your front 5. We have replacements for Nick Hampton and Kyle Gilman, both out with injuries. One is 79, and that is Andre Bacon. Again, this is Brown. Across midfield, Chandler's his lead blocker. Look out, Larry Brown, all the way.
Score!
47-yard touchdown. Larry Brown.
Did you see the train in front of him? That was my big bodyguard, Eric Chandler, leading a great block, a great run by Larry Brown. This is a very exciting offensive team. I like them on offense. They have a lot of key weapons, a big offensive line. They might get the big reward, but the big offensive line in the school area.
Well, we talked about the matchup being the defense of Lawrence Central against the offense of Lawrence North, and round 1 goes to Lawrence North.
Yes.
Brown to kick out of the hold of Bowman. It's up and good.
Penalty.
Flag on the play.
He runs a touchdown. Now he lines up and kicks the extra point.
And he's going to come back down here and kick it off in just a second.
Very versatile guy. He's having a great year. He's a very, very exceptional, great running back. A lot of speed, a lot of strength. I mean, you see his legs. He can go inside, he can go outside. I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed with his running ability.
What caught my eye there was his vision, so to speak. He saw Chandler, the big blocker in front of him, and you'll see it on the replay. He waits for Chandler to get that block. He sees the other defenders, and he cuts back and finds that alley down the left sideline. And I think he showed some pretty smarts there.
And as you can see, the big train is leading the way. My bodyguard.
Well, he can't get that. Look down there at 75. He can't get the jersey over the stomach. He's a big fella.
Oh, he's only a trim what?
327, I think.
6'7", 327. Yeah, that's. Boy, I would love to be at his house for dinner. Steak. And he's only a junior. Ooh.
Sammy Ball is 32 out to the 20-yard line where he is dropped.
Special teams could be a key tonight. You look at the first kickoff that Lawrence North had, and they pinned him down within the 9-yard line. and they had great field position when they got the ball back. So if they can keep them down here and force them into a punting situation, look out.
Here's your Lawrence North defense. The front five: Steve Lee, Eric Chandler, Steve Herman, Isaac Gaddu, and Jabri Jones. Your linebackers: Mike Eikenberry and Sean Vincent. Your cornerbacks: Ed Zimney and Rob Bowman. And your strong safety 20, Sean Usher. Your free safety number 6, Larry Brown. Woodring again goes to Cheeseboro over the right side. And it looks like the old cross buck play. And there was not much there to cross or buck.
Sean Jensen made the play on that. Defensive captain for them, leading the way. I just can't get over the size of Big Eric. I mean, this guy's huge. I saw him after the game 4 or 5 weeks ago when we had them, and he's even bigger without his pads.
Woodring's first pass of the game, intended for Cheeseboro, incomplete.
And pressure by Big Eric Chandler.
And the second consecutive series where they will face 3rd and long. This time it's 3rd and 9. 7 minutes, 52 seconds left in our first quarter of action, and a quick 7-0 lead for the Wildcats.
Here comes Larry checking in on defense now. It's amazing how these guys can play both ways and be effective on both sides of the ball.
Robert Davis, number 2, comes to the bottom of your screen, and number 8, Gary Mitchell, the top. Woodring, 3rd and 9 across the middle. He's got a receiver and a first down. Jeremy Langloh, number 87, the tight end. Completed pass out to the 37-yard line.
Great play. Great time. He had time. He stood up in the pocket well and was able to deliver a nice track. You notice that they have 2 guys blocking on Big Eric. The Bears, they double-teaming him, and I think that's what they're going to have to do all night to keep him out of the backfield. But he's such a big object and such a big figure, so just put 2 or 3 guys on him all night long.
Second back through is Cheeseboro, and he is stacked up by 51 Vincent and 50 Eikenberry, the linebackers, and give him credit for about a yard.
Look for Vincent to be very active tonight. So a very good linebacker that's able to roam from sideline to sideline, somewhat like a Jeff Arroy with the Colts. And when you compare any linebacker to Jeff Arroy, I think that's a huge, huge comparison and a compliment to Sean.
First back through is Cantrell, 33, still on his feet. Fumble!
You're after it.
Bowman, number 7, picked it up at the 23. Scrambles back to the 30-yard line.
Great defensive play.
Cantrell goes down, but he's back up on his feet.
You can see the replay here when you watch this. Watch how he's carrying the ball. It's out and loose, and away from his body. For all the young running backs out there, you have to tuck that ball in, keep it within right beside your hip, and have that ball with the corner in the tuck of your hand. I mean, the ball is going loose. It's outside. If he continues to run like this, look for him to create a few more fumbles. I should say have a few more fumbles.
Incompleted pass gets batted down.
By Big 78. Phillip Hill, I think, got his hand on that. I think he's accounted for the basketball team, too. 6'6", 230-pound junior. These guys are huge. What are they parents feeding some of these guys?
2nd and 10 for the Wildcats.
Next time your wife doesn't feel like cooking, we know who houses to go over.
Yeah, we need to head to the north side of town, don't we? Get to Lawrence. Lyles again under a heavy rush. Big sack. 3 players back.
A host of Bears on that play.
And they had a strong safety blitz coming because George Cheeseboro came in untouched. And he had some help from the ends, I believe. One of them may have been Langholtz, 87. Phillip Hill, 78, may have been back there also. But 3 players take down Kevin Lyles. 3rd and a bunch. 3rd and 21.
Owens was the first one to show up. The nose tackle.
Now you just favor those nose tackles. Loss of 11.
I really feel sorry for those type of guys.
Brown quick kicks it on 3rd down, and they catch him off guard, and they're going to like this when it's done. Larry Brown quick kicks him down to the 11-yard line, but I see a flag.
Nice play. Nice if it can stand. You have a penalty on the play. And the way it looks, it's definitely against the Bears.
All right, loose ball play. All right, Captain. We've got a block below the waist, loose ball play. If you take the penalty, we go back and replay the down. If you decline it, they're going to keep the ball. Right. If you take the penalty, we go back there during loose ball play, and you still have the ball.
We'll take the penalty.
If you decline it, if you decline the penalty, it's their ball right there. All right, to decline, it's their ball right there.
Well, we can hear the conversation
right
that's going
there.
on out there.
Set it in.
I'm telling you what, that's a 71-yard
An
punt.
illegal block below the waist.
From the 18.
Penalty is declined. First down.
And it rolls all the way down to the 11. I think we're going to see the penalty again, Harvey, and the call from our official was a block below the waist on the return.
I don't know if we got all of that, but I know one thing. That was a great punt. This Larry Brown is a versatile guy. He punts, he kickoffs, he runs 45-yard touchdowns, and amazing. I think he ate his Wheaties this morning.
Cheeseborough on the sweep around the right side. He's got some room and some blockers. On his feet, look out! Oh my! Oh my!
Come back! No! Come back!
I am scanning the field for flags. I see nothing. 88 yards and a cloud of dust.
But he stepped out of bounds on the 30-yard line. Great run, but you have to always finish the play. Let the referees make the decision.
All righty. A gain of 18, and watch it again. See if you can see that foot. Not going to from this angle, but you see him, a great defensive player. He got his hands on him, Harvey.
Right.
And that forced it.
Just forced it out of bounds. Maybe a half an inch there. Now he's tucking that ball away. I like to see that. I know the coaches grabbed him on the sideline and told him, hey, let's tuck that ball. Keep it safe. Secure that. That's your life out there. I think we're in for a very, very exciting game tonight. And it has to be. You at the Dome. This is where it all started.
2nd and 6 for the Bears. An early turnover, and they got the ball right back. Their defense held, picked up a first down, and they are trying to get down the field a little more. Out across the 35 to set up 3rd and 5.
Great play by the nose tackle here. Of course I'm biased. I'm an old-time nose tackle. He stood the center up, was able to slide to his right and make the tackle.
Stan Journey, the ball carrier, number 34, good for 1.
Steve Herman is on the tackle on that. The nose tackle. You have to question any guy that wants to play nose tackle. You have to wonder about the mentality, the capacity of their mental status. I don't know if they have it all.
And I think they drew him offside, maybe for a first down. It'd be a 5-yard penalty. Well, they always told me that they couldn't find any place else to put you, so they just kind of stored you in the middle, hoping you just maybe get in the way every once in a while.
I really feel that's what it was. I really feel so. It's like a punishment. Oh, where did we put Armstrong?
First down.
Decent player. Let's make him play nose tackle. And you come home all excited, telling your mom and father, Mom, I'm playing nose tackle. It's like, what?
Is that the only position you played? Do you play offense at all?
No, I played defensive end. And then I got hit in the head so much that it's like, okay, play nose tackle. He won't know any better.
Woodring back to pass. Oh, great pass! Ooh! Number 2, Robert Davis, a 5'10" senior with a remarkable grab. First down, gain of 20 yards.
That's college material there. Nice concentration, nice catch. You can see on the replay. Could have easily scored this. He could have went all the way for 6 points.
Lost his footing, and you hear a lot of guys talk about turf. I've always thought turf was a little stickier, that it was harder to lose your footing versus natural grass.
Sometimes when you get stuck in the turf. That's why you have a lot of injuries that's created on the turf. because your cleats get stuck in the turf and it doesn't give. You see players running on and off the field. A lot of times they'll stumble off, running off the
I saw
field.
you do that a couple times.
Oh, yeah, right. Thanks, Rod.
Harvey waving his hands, trying to get the crowd into it. Next thing you know, he's about to take a fall right there about the 30-yard line.
That happens. That happens in front of 50,000 fans. Like, oh, I wonder if anyone to see me.
Stan Journey loses one. It's 2nd and 11. Twin receivers to the right side. This is Journey again.
Nice tackle by Vincent again. About 4 tackles for him tonight. It's only the first quarter.
Let's correct that. That was Cantrell. Brandon Cantrell on the carry. Picks up about 2. 3rd and 9. So let's see if the Wildcats, or excuse me, the Bears can come up with that big pass play that they had earlier on to keep the drive going. They connected to Langloltz, and this last pass was to Robert Davis.
Got a blitz coming. Whoa. Had a blitz coming there. And that was Steve Herman playing nose earlier. Now he dropped into the linebacker position, and they had a 4 or 5-man rush. The Colts do a lot of that with Dwayne Bickett. They put him down line, then they take him off the line and kind of float him around. They also do that with Bruce Smith. A lot of people can relate to that name. Bruce is back.
Punting situation for the Bears, and let's see if they can keep it out of the end zone. And it's going to find it.
Touchback.
That was Gary Mitchell on the punt, and the Wildcats take over 1st and 10 with 2:59 here in the first quarter. They lead 7-0. And keep in mind, we thought we had a tie ball game when George Cheeseborough broke one 88 yards, but he just got out of bounds. And they did not convert, or they could not keep the drive going. So it's 7-0 here, and the Wildcats 1st and 10 from the 20.
But that was able to give them some confidence. They can move the ball now. They went to Robert Davis, a great catch. They went to the running back. So they mixed it up somewhere.
Larry Brown. Gets tripped up. Langloltz in on the tackle, along with 5, George Cheeseborough.
If I had a name like George Cheeseborough, I wonder what my nickname be, Cheeseburger or Whopper or something. They probably would say Cheeseborough. They would say, oh, Cheeseburger, hey, Cheeseburger. And the band is getting into the crowd here, getting into the game.
They call you the Big Cheese.
Thanks, Ross. See, I thought about that, but
I didn't want to let you down. Bands are rocking a little bit, getting this place loosened up.
Getting the wave going.
The Coca-Cola Circle City Classic tomorrow. This place will be full again.
Oh, yes.
And again Sunday night, nationally televised game, Colts and the Steelers, and
big weekend for this city.
Boy, a lot of football action.
A lot of football.
I've been
2 great games here tonight. And
a couple more tomorrow and Sunday. I've been meaning to ask you your thoughts on Rick Venturi, the new coaching position.
I'm really excited for Rick. I really feel that was a good move for the coach. Not taking anything away from Ron Meyer, but they really needed a change. They needed some kind of overhaul, something to just mix things up. And Rick Venturi will be the guy that can come in there and make some things happen. And, hey, we'll see what happens this Sunday night in front of millions and millions of people.
Lyle's in trouble.
He gets away.
Oh, they had it back there to right around the 5-yard line. That was number 65, Andrian Owens.
That is a lineman's dream, to lock in on a quarterback, go after him, and just demolish him. Unfortunately, when he gets away, that can be very embarrassing. You can see Owens coming here. He has locked-in vision. However, the missile missed. But great pressure by Owens.
Oh, second, we'll call that a stack. One was for -11, one for -8. Look out, downtown Larry Brown. Oh, boy, he is so close to the first down on 3rd and 19. He may have picked it up, depending upon the spot.
Great run.
And he's going to be just a little shy.
He gets better and better. Every time I see him and see his stats the following day, I mean, he just continues to get better and better. You notice how he's changes the ball into different hands. That takes a lot of ability, a lot of talent, and a lot of knowledge of the game. He's college material.
And back to punt. They fake it.
Very interesting play.
First down.
Although I think the Bears knew there wasn't going to be a punt there.
Kind of
They
gutsy,
didn't
though,
prepare for the-
inside your 30-yard line.
That's true. But, you know, it's my type of ball game. Wide open, taking the chances.
That's right. Of course, I wouldn't have done that.
Ron has the more conservative approach. He's kind of have the laid-back approach. I'm throwing 90-yard passes and running screens and reverse passes.
Well, the only thing that, you know, when you think about that play, yeah, you only have 1 yard to get, but you're snapping it to your up back, and he's like 3 or 4 yards deep, so now you got to get 5 yards to keep it going. So.
Yeah, that's true.
And they will take a timeout. You know, the other thing we were talking about, going back to the Colts for a second, they just hired somebody to help out on their defensive staff, one of your old teammates, Dave Aarons.
Right.
Didn't you two play together?
Yes, I played with Dave about 4 years, and I talked with Dave, matter of fact, yesterday.
Oh, did you?
And he's all excited about coaching because he always wanted to get into coaching, but at that level. And
Sure.
now he's an NFL coach and just somewhat of an intern, but hey, that can take off to higher things, and they will be hiring different, more coaches next year, and hopefully it'll work out well for Dave Aarons.
You ever thought about coaching?
Yes. Yeah, more and more I think about it. But the rates continue to go up on my broadcasting debut. It's just, I don't know now. I mean,
Yeah, the
Thanks,
poor
Rod.
staff back at Comcast, they've been swamped with letters and fan mail for
That's
Harvey, and they
they're probably like, throw the bomb out, throw him out now.
they had to go out and hire additional staff just for you, Harvey.
Yeah, right. Oh, the guys in the truck are probably laughing. What are you all laughing at? You calling me a bomb, huh? No, but I'm excited for Dave Aarons. I'm also excited for Rick Ventura. I really hope that things work out for the Colts. I'm definitely rooting for them to turn things around and make it happen.
Yeah, Ron Meyer certainly a great individual and an unfortunate situation. Rick Venturi inheriting that, and another terrific individual, and hope things work out well for him. He has his hands full, though, I must say, playing your NFL coaching debut on national television against Chuck Noll, who has probably 200 career victories. It's not a you got all the cards against you, but obviously we hope we know that Rick will do a great job and hope things go well.
He will, but I guarantee his stomach will be turning about 80 times a second.
Jabri Jones on the carry picks up 3.
And he's a big guy.
He is a big, solid guy.
Big fullback.
6'1", about 190 pounds.
Oh yes, he looks about 230. Nice counter.
Second back is Larry Brown. One man to beat.
He might go all the way.
Down to the 25-yard line.
He punts, he kicks, he runs, he scores. What would we just call him, Larry Superman Brown?
Gain of about 30 yards on the carry. And I think we're going to see it one more time here.
Great blocking by the line. Look, counter play coming here. And in counter, we mean mixed directions. You got guys going one way and the guys going the other way, and Larry's going that way.
Mullins 70 and Watkins 58, I believe, were pulling on the play. Look at him stretching out there.
Larry Superman Brown.
Gain of 30 yards. We end the first quarter of action 7-0, but the Wildcats are striking again. Hang on, we'll be right back for second quarter action. Here we go, second quarter action, 1st and 10 from the 25 for the Wildcats. Larry Brown on the right side moves them 5 yards closer to the end zone.
Big Eric challenge is driving his guy 5-6 yards down the field.
Down into the ground.
I didn't want to say that. The kid's probably watching us, and I don't want to totally embarrass him, but the difference is probably about 55, 80 pounds.
Yeah, he's got his hands full.
Oh, yeah. Hands
and
full.
The guy next to him, and the guy behind him. Jabri Jones over the 5, touchdown, Lawrence North.
Nice speed. They come at you from all different ways, directions. Big running back, fast running back, small running back. This is a very gifted team. I enjoy watching them play. The Bears are going to have to regroup now and come back strong.
20-yard touchdown run on 2nd and 5 by Jabri Jones. And now round 2, I guess, goes back to Lawrence North. We talked about that defense of the Bears has got to tighten up. And they've given up touchdown runs of 47 and 20.
And they ran right over Eric Chandler. Superman.
Brown's kick is blocked.
Superman gets his kick blocked.
So, with 11:21 to go in the second quarter, it's 13-0, and the Bears are going to get themselves in a hole here that they're not going to be able to get out of. Let's watch Jabri Jones in action again, 20-yard touchdown run, and Harvey says he's going right over big old Eric, number 75.
When you have a guy that's blocking as well as Eric Chandler and as gifted running backs as the Wildcats have, hey, you do things like this. You score 14 points in 2 quarters and maybe more. You look at the difference between Adrian Owens and Eric Chandler, we're talking about 122 pounds. That's like me and Rod going against head, against each other.
No, I think
I would just probably demolish you.
I think you outweigh me a lot more than 122 pounds.
Oh, thanks a lot. Maybe.
Actually, I don't think you outweigh me by probably 80 pounds.
Well, 122 pounds.
I'll take it.
That's big difference.
When you're on the lower part of that ladder, it certainly is. Well, you talked about the versatility and having those kind of running backs. That's how you get to be 5-0.
Yeah.
And ranked 5th in the state. This is Sam Journey, 34. Across the 20, 25, 30. Cuts back out to the 35-yard line.
Good field position.
But when you're playing Class 5A football here in Indiana and you're 5-0 and you've got an offense like they do, you've got to be pretty solid at all 11 spots.
That's so true. And they have 11 solid guys. They have a good offensive line. They have a big offensive line. They have one of the best running backs in the country. I definitely would have to rate him 5-star running back. Larry Superman Brown. Eric Bodyguard Chandler.
Like it's WWF here.
They come to town. I'll be there.
Keysborough second back through. Boy, he
nice
got through some heavy traffic there. That was like the LA freeway he gets through there. 5 yards for George.
Remind me of rush hour in Houston, Texas. My old hometown.
Do you get back to Houston very often?
Yeah, it's about 5 or 6 times a year. And December, January, I go home. It's too cold here for me.
You said you had family coming to town this week?
Yes.
Where are they coming from?
They're coming from Houston.
From Houston, okay.
I have 2 cousins, a good friend of mine, and my sister.
Brandon Cantrell out to the 40, but only a gain of 1 to set up 3rd and 4.
Great defensive stand.
Good play in the middle there. Leading the way for Lawrence Central. That was number 78. Phillip Hill, the left tackle, trying to help out and lead the way for Cantrell. And they just faced a big side of that offensive line. You've got Eric Chandler and
Steve Herman and Sean Gunson.
Isaac
These guys are playing a good game.
3rd and 5. Goodell picked off.
Whoa.
Yes, they get it to him. Nice play.
Nice interception. The tight end was looking for the defensive back, and he was playing the ball.
Interception by Ed Zimney, number 5. He is a quarterback, came up to make the play.
Great coaching point on that. Always play the ball. And you can see on the replay, the tight end is coming out for a down and out, it's a 3 pattern. And he's watching for the defensive back. And the defensive back is watching the ball. Therefore, interception, heading towards the Wildcats. Heading their way.
Lyles goes to work, 1st and 10, has a receiver, the ball. Close to the 1st down.
They just mixing them now. They come with draws, they come with the counter play, they come with the trap, then they come with a quick hitch. And that's probably why they're 5-0.
Richardson, the receiver, gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Larry Superman, I call him Chandler. Larry Superman Brown.
Down the sideline, incomplete. And the intended receiver, number 83, Corey Cannon.
Good defensive play.
Mitchell, number 8.
Gary Mitchell.
And Journey back on the defense.
I thought the refs might call pass interference on that. There was a lot of bumping. Bumping, running down the field. Head knocking in the dome.
3rd and 1, and they go to Larry Brown. Stanley Journey comes up to trip him up, but not before Brown gets down to the right inside the 20, close to the 19. They needed 1, and they came away with about 16.
You see the replay here. You have Larry Superman, downtown. We have all kind of names for Larry Brown. Great hole there. I mean, I could have got through there. Big space. Big space. You think I could have made that, Rod?
No, it wasn't quite that big.
Thanks a lot.
Lyles on 1st and 10 takes it himself. Down close to the 15. Give him credit for 4. We talk about some of these runs that Brown has had. One has been for 47 and a touchdown, another for 30, and another for 16. And this is a young fellow that can rack up some yards and cover some ground in a hurry. And they're going to take a timeout here and let him catch his breath.
Really? All that running. He's kicking the ball, punting the ball. I'd have been like, I'd have been out of breath. Oxygen here, please. I'd have been looking for the Comcast truck. Give me some oxygen now. Yeah, just bring back old memories. Looking at the dome, the AstroTurf, the big helmet.
Big old helmet.
I've made many plays on this field.
And some good ones.
You have to love this guy. I mean, he's one of my biggest fans.
I got to keep you in check
I
here,
know. I'm trying to brag and toot my own horn, and Broad is like, bring me back to reality. Harvey, I watched you play, remember?
This is reality check, Harvey. Hey, in all seriousness, let's go back to the turf for a second. You talked about the the artificial turf shoes. A lot of guys, didn't you used to wear actual basketball shoes?
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of kids here are wearing them because they don't play on turf constantly.
Right. You try to stay away from the big spikes in this turf because it sticks within the turf. So you have to try to wear something with a good grip but a flat surface. And Brown
doesn't find anything. Actually loses a yard.
So you want to have a nice sneaker with a lot of grip, but try to take away the spike. So you can come out here with basically the regular tennis shoes. And you see a lot of guys.
I'll tell you, the one thing that amazed me, Harvey, seeing you playing, I was always dumbfounded by how you were able to move. You're so padded up, and you're such a big, strong guy anyway, and you get that much more gear on you. I mean, you look like you were going to combat every week, and I know that you were, but Lyles wide open, Jabri Jones, touchdown!
This could get ugly. I may be singing in the third quarter if this continues. A lot of times, great play. The coaches the Wildcat coaches are calling some great plays. But all plays are great when they work.
Yeah, Jones was wide open down there on that sideline.
Really? Now, I could have caught that. You think so? Oh,
I'll work with you a little bit. I'll give you, you could have got some hands on it.
Thanks, Rod. He gives me a compliment, then he takes it away, then he stabs me in my side. That's okay.
Okay, they're going for 2 here. They had their last PAT block, so they'll go in wishbone. Brown going to throw it. Oh. Conversion fails. 19-0.
He heard me call him Superman. He punts the ball, he kicks the ball, he runs touchdown. You'll see the replay here. A lot of times, makes it happen.
They fake to Larry Brown, so they freeze the linebackers. Jones comes out of the backfield, and look, he is wide open.
Wide open.
He almost moonwalked into the end zone.
Oh. I think he did moonwalk. And then
did you ever score any touchdowns, Harvey? Recoveries or anything?
Yeah, I scored about 4 touchdowns. Yeah. On my Nintendo games. No, I've never ever scored a touchdown, but I had one NFL interception against the New York Jets, against Kenny O'Brien, 1988, December.
So you know the date, the temperature, how much the hot dogs were in the concession stand.
That's a lineman dream when you get, interceptions and touchdowns and.
What was it Jacob Green who had one last Sunday in the Seattle Colts? It wasn't like the first in his 10-year career or something, or.
No, that's Jacob.
Fourth?
Yeah.
Fourth, okay.
He scored 4 touchdowns.
That's a lot.
And he's from my high school, Houston Cashmere product.
Great kick by Larry Brown, touchback, so the Bears take over at their own 20.
That's one of my high school buddies. We played high school together. Yeah.
Okay.
From my high school, we have 6 guys in the NFL right now today.
Who are they?
Jacob Green. Well, I guess I can't improve myself. Craig Curry. Mark Lewis. Remember, Craig Curry was here.
Oh, okay. Lewis?
Put me on the spot. Mark Lewis, tight end, he was with Detroit.
Okay.
I have it somewhere in my memory bank.
Tight end for Detroit, that would not be the position to play with them. They don't need it. Cantrell, the first back through for a couple.
That shows you what type. Tim Crawford. That shows you what type of team that we had in high school. I was next to the smalls on my defensive line, 245 pounds. I think we ought to get a Texas All-Star game against Indiana. I won't even make a statement on that.
No,
there's
please
too many Hoosiers in here. The score, Texas 38, Indiana 2nd and 8.
Now they've gone away from George Cheeseborough twice in a row now to set up 3rd down. We'll see if they come back to him here in the crunch. That was Cantrell again.
I like to see them come back to Robert Davis. He's a very gifted wide receiver, a lot of speed, great hands. I like to see this. Get him the ball.
Timeout on the field. Let's see is that Woodring number 12 that went down? No, I see Woodring at the 25, at the 20.
That's Cantrell. From that, yes, Cantrell.
33.
Just all the excitement and catching cramps now. This dome just gets you all excited. The players all week had to be excited about being here, being in front of a national televised game, in front of a big crowd, having a great announcer, play-by-play man like Rod Davis and that other guy that hangs out with him.
Colorful color analysis.
I wish we could have got a shot of my bodyguard. He's over there saying hi to the cheerleaders, the people in the stands. He's up there giving waves and giving cheers. Now, I'm not trying to call him a cheerleader now, so I don't want the guy to come looking for me.
Ooh, I would not be doing that.
I didn't say that, Eric. Rod.
No.
It's him.
Eric, I have a lot of respect for you.
Yeah, anybody, 327 pounds? Ooh. I have a lot of
respect for that.
Matter of fact, I want to know if he wants to go to lunch or something. I hope it's just a cramp with Cantrell. He's packing him off the field. We'll keep you updated on that. Get back and let you know exactly how he's doing.
3rd and 5. The last time that Woodring put up a pass, it was picked off by Ed Zimney. They've got 3 receivers to the right or bottom of your screen and 1 at the top and a lone back.
A blitz.
Were they trying to set up a hook and ladder there?
I don't know, but good point. If not, the coach might see that and come back to that play.
Gain of 6, and on the reception was your man Robert Davis.
You see the replay here. Robert, I would definitely get him the ball. And they need to make something happen. He has a big play capability.
Watch 34 Stanley Journey. He's going to come around. No, I guess he beat him there too much. I don't think it was hook and ladder. I like that play. If I was a coach, I'd be running hook and ladder a lot. I like that.
You, Mr. Conservative?
Yeah.
No.
There's the in route, but incomplete. Hit Mitchell right in the numbers, kind of low.
But it's a good attempt. I like what they're trying to do now. Now they're trying to, Cantrell is out of the game. Now they're trying to open up with the passing. I really feel 18 zip, 19 zip, they should be trying to throw the ball now.
That was Cheeseborough. They moved him up to the wide receiver spot, so they have a lone back, and they try to isolate Cheeseborough a little bit one-on-one. And there it is again. Look at this matchup. Cheeseborough 5 against Larry Brown, number 6, one-on-one coverage.
what the Bears are trying to do there. They're trying to spread the Wildcats defense out. 3 wide receivers to the right, Cheeseborough to the left, putting him in a one-on-one situation, and hopefully, you know, break a big gainer within the inside, a counter play, a quick trap play. But the Wildcats are there.
Sean Vincent, Kevin Lyles, in on the stop.
The big wall. The big green wall.
They show blitz.
Oh, no. I'd like to see them put Robert Davis in a one-on-one situation out there in the flat.
I'll tell you, they've got 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen and 1 at the top. So they've got 3 guys going out.
Ball start. Offense. Still 3rd down.
First penalty on the Bears for 5 yards.
I don't see my favorite referee this week.
That's kind of an unusual combination for you. Favorite and referee in the same sentence. That's
yeah, because I'm sitting up here.
Yeah.
Down there, I'd be like, you old bomb.
Lyles comes on the blitz. He's thrown to Cheeseborough. Wide open. Cheeseborough and Brown. Touchdown, George Cheeseborough.
That's the 2 superstars on the team.
73-yard touchdown pass.
Superman couldn't catch him.
And we had just talked about that matchup. One-on-one, Brown and Cheeseborough. 73 yards, they hook up.
And you can see on the replay, great timing route, great pass, had good timing, nice protection. Here they come. He's going. I think he's going to score. And Superman lays out, but he's not able to catch him. Great play. Put the Bears right back in this game.
McDonald with the extra point, up and good.
You have the fans on the Bears sideline getting all pumped up, excited.
And just think about it, Harvey. If he doesn't step out of bounds on that one long run, you know, it's a different ballgame. It's 19-14.
That's true.
And we're going to see it again.
I really feel this big play here this is going to turn things around. I really feel that the Bears are, you can see this all the way. Mr. Momentum is definitely on the Bears sideline now. And I really can see a swing of momentum. Now the confidence level is definitely on the Bears sideline saying, hey, we can score and we can get back into this ball game. Now they have to come up with a big play defensively and make things happen.
5:40 to go in the second quarter, 19-7. Lawrence North leading Lawrence Central. And we've had some big scoring plays. Larry Brown started it off with a 47-yard touchdown run the first corner. Jabri Jones, 20-yard touchdown run. Jones, a 16-yard pass from Lyles to give him a 19-0 lead. And a big 73-yard pass from Bill Woodring to George Cheeseborough. A low squib kick. That's Jones, 44. Across the 40-yard line. Out to almost the 44, so they'll have great field positioning.
Great field position. And that's from the Bears. They would love to keep them back into their own territory, keep them away from the big helmet, the 50-yard line, and try to get the offense the ball again while the momentum is still there.
Now, I like the aggressiveness of that Bear defense when they were blitzing there early in that first quarter. They came after Lyles a couple times, and we're going to see 3 receivers now. Now, Lawrence North moves Larry Brown out of the backfield and into a wide receiver spot, so they go to a single back set. Jabri Jones on the carry.
Owens on the tackle.
Gain of 1.
Along with Big Phillip Hill. Owens and Hill, 2 active guys on the defensive line. Playing that 4-man front.
This time they keep Brown in the backfield. They fake to Zimney, and Brown is wrapped up for a loss.
And that's the same play that Brown scored a touchdown on. can see there's a lot of OT blocking where you have the guards and tackle coming down and the right side is coming around. Well, we won't see the replay on that one, but that's what happened. And it was a loss of 2 yards. Big down.
Now, do you blitz here, Harvey? 3rd and 12.
I'll definitely come after him right now.
They don't. They run it up the middle to Jones. He gets across the 45 to about the 47. Maybe a gain of 4, so it's a punting situation. And
You ask me what I blitz, you know how I play. 3rd and 12, high percentage, throwing down, I blitz all day. Yeah, the replay here. You have the safety coming up and made the play here.
Brown, excellent punt.
Nice punt.
Cheeseboro at the 10. 15, 20, 25, 30. Uh-oh, 35, 40. One man to beat. Oh, great play by Larry Brown to save the touchdown.
Great field position. Great run back. Cheeseboro's making it happen himself.
Boy, that was an unbelievable play by Larry Brown because he had 3 guys coming at him, plus the ball carrier. If we get a chance to see that,
He fights off bullets. He fights off.
John Wheeler, our producer, says we have a replay. We'll see it again here. Watch the play of Larry Brown on the tackle.
Great determination by Cheeseboro. He wants to make it happen. Great tackle.
Felt like a submarine there.
That's the Superman.
Stanley Journey 34, across the 45 to the 40.
Nice blocking. The momentum is changing.
Gain of 5.
The Bears are coming back. Great lead block by Cantrell. I see he's back, so he's okay.
I like that set with having George Cheeseboro out to the wide side of the field, one-on-one coverage.
I guarantee they'll come back to that play. And that same set.
Cantrell, 33, gets wrapped up at about the 40-yard line. We're inside 3 minutes. The clock is ticking.
Cantrell's a pretty big guy, too. 6'2", 200 pounds. Huge.
He's only a sophomore.
Yeah, that's what's so scary. I know some of these parents are saying, oh, Lord, please, don't let my child grow anymore. But maybe they have small appetites like myself.
Cheeseboro has not been in the game the last 2 plays. Quarterback sneak by Woodring gets it.
The Wildcats have them wide open middle, and the Bears took advantage of it. Quarterback sneak. Sometimes that play is called on the line. I know the Colts have that same play. If the nose tackle shifts one way or the other, and they know that, they'll just tap. He'll tap the foot on the rear end, and they'll take off.
Well, they have their linebackers spread out over the tackle, so it's wide open. Ooh, boy, big catch there by Robert Davis. They had the strong safety blitz on. Kevin Lyles came after his counterpart, Bill Woodring, but not before Davis hauls it in for a gain of about 5.
Robert Davis definitely a big-time player. He makes my all-high school team.
Now we're inside 2 minutes.
8-man front. I think that was a predetermined call because they're the 8-man front and they still ran the quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
But if you get past that 8-man wall, the green wall, 6 points, knocking on the door.
Gain of 1 yard. 3rd and 4.
Big 3rd down.
Woodring to Cheeseboro. They wrap him up, and he may not have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think so. You have to go for it here on this 4th down. 4th and 5.
It's still a 44-yard field goal, I believe. They're on the 27-yard line. 10 yards in the end zone makes it 37. You're going to kick it from 7 yards back. That's 44.
No, I'll go for it here. The Bears are going for it.
I'll tell you what, you know what I do here?
Uh-oh. What would you do, Rod?
Not quarterback sneak, believe it or not. I'll tell you what I would do. You got to be thinking about George Cheeseborough. And they've been running that sweep. I would show student body left and reverse it back with Robert Davis, because I think he's got some speed and he's pretty athletic. And see if he can get the corner turn.
You heard the call about Coach Davis. The coach might be looking for another coach. Did you put your resume? Did you fit it in?
Oh, yeah, I wanted to be quarterback coach.
Coach a great $1 million quarterback like Jeff George.
Yeah.
Good luck.
First thing I would teach him, if you're going to get in a fight with Cortez Kennedy, keep your helmet on.
Thank you. It's obvious Jeff hasn't had too many fights in the NFL or in his college days. You do not, I repeat, you do not take off your helmet when you're fighting or attempting to fight. Big down here with only 1:09 left in the second quarter. 4th down and 4. For the Bears, a blitz. Coming with the sweep. You call the sweep.
Ooh, he got it.
First down.
He got the first down.
The crowd is getting to it, Rod. I'm getting pumped. I'm getting excited up here.
We got a good one in the making.
Yes.
1:03 left in the first half.
But it's amazing. The Wildcat side line is very quiet.
Lawrence Central definitely needs a touchdown in this situation.
Will definitely make a great conversation for halftime. Robin Davis, one-on-one situation. They're going to him.
Deflected. That's okay, because it stops the clock with 50 seconds to go. I'll tell you what, we look down the field, there are band members everywhere, Harvey. They're in like both end zones. We have the bands from both schools here tonight.
Well, they bring out the showcase time. This is Hollywood.
Go time.
The Dome. You get excited. You bring out the brand new socks, new sneakers. You see all the guys probably have their brand new sneakers on tonight.
This is the kind of game where if you're a superstitious player, you break all your traditions.
Oh, yes.
You have new wristbands.
Oh, yes.
You know,
Towel.
towel, monogram.
Dr. Jeff.
Yeah. Dr. Jeff. 2nd and 10.
Picked up the blitz.
Right open. First down to the 2. Late hit.
Yes. Safety came in for a late hit. I want to say Brian Vance came in with a late hit. But it was definitely a late hit by the safety coming in late.
First and goal at the 5. First and goal, George Cheeseborough at the 5.
Great blocking.
Touchdown.
And a great block by Cantrell. The guard pulls. Great blocking by the offensive line. The Bears are roaring back. They're coming back. Hey, Wildcats, we're back. We are back. A great blocking, great determination by Cheeseborough. 37 seconds left.
We've got a timeout on the field. We've got a replay coming.
And you can see the great lead block by Cantrell. You have the tackle pulling here.
Look at that great block there, moving that linebacker out of the way.
Here come the lead block.
There he is.
Kick out. Good block by the guard. Just getting the guy's way.
Cheeseborough meets Mike Eikenberry and moves him into the end zone. Lawrence North missed their second PAT. They went for 2 points on their third touchdown and missed it. Were they talking about what to do in this situation? Were they debating 2-point conversion or?
Definitely, yeah. I really feel that it would have been good if they could have went for the 2-point, but now they're being conservative and going for the, I want to say sure points and just take the 1-pointer.
So the Lawrence Central Davises here go for the PAT.
You got it.
All right, 19-14. And Harvey, that second quarter of action, we've had 4 touchdowns this quarter.
Great game. I mean, now the Bears are coming back and going to halftime with momentum on their side. 19-14, a 5-point difference. And it really didn't make a difference if you think about it. If they would have went for 2, it's only a 4-point difference. They still need a touchdown to win the game. If it comes down to a 19-14 fourth quarter, 2 minutes left into the game, they still would need 6 points to win this game, regardless of going for the 2 points or the 1 point. But the Wildcat sideline is just dry, it's dead. The Bears are just over there partying. I think they're over there moonwalking, breakdancing. The band is all excited, getting ready to go for halftime, a great halftime show. You can't get excited about being in the dome. You might as well stay home in Rome. Because obviously I'd never be a rapper.
Low swift kick there by McDonald. Fielded at the 25. Return to the 45.
A late
very
flag.
late flag. What is that one, Harvey?
Very late flag.
Any idea?
No idea. I think the guy just wanted to throw his flag. I think he said, I haven't threw a flag all night. Let me throw a flag.
Didn't they have like quotas they have to throw it so many times a game or something?
It seems that way, especially when it's against me. I really feel that's not really a flag because they haven't.
Maybe just to mark a spot or something?
No.
That's about where he, no?
Well,
that's maybe where he
it's definitely an illegal block. Clip.
Boy, that's a big one. That's the 4th penalty here for Lawrence North here in the first half.
It's a hit after the whistle.
Moves them back 15 yards. 1st and 25. Welcome back. It's halftime here at the Hoosier Dome. The score of our ball game, Lawrence North 19, Lawrence Central 14. And Harvey, let's get right to our halftime stats and talk about a couple things. First of all, the rushing category, Lawrence North with an advantage, largely due to Larry Brown.
Yes, Larry has had a great first half. He makes his team goals. I call him the Superman of the high school ranks, and hey, he's doing it all. And but matter of fact, he's put them ahead and keep them that way. They're gonna have to really rely on him in the second half to make this be successful, to be 6-0.
The passing category belongs to Lawrence Central. Bill Woodring, 6 of 11, 137 yards. He had a big 73-yard touchdown reception to George Teesboro. And you look at the total in advantage to Lawrence Central by about 30 yards. Penalties, Lawrence North with 4, but Lawrence Central coughed up the ball twice in a couple of big plays.
That's true, and that really hurt them. I mean, the out-of-bounds play, that could have been a touchdown. They could easily be ahead in this game, but they're not. But the momentum is on their sidelines now. The Bears are coming back. They're roaring. I can hear them in the locker room right now, getting all excited. So, hey, the Wildcats better watch out.
We had 4 touchdowns in the second quarter. We hope that we're going to pick up right where we left off. We'll be back with our third quarter action right after this. Stay with us. You're watching Comcast Cablevision. Welcome back. Halftime here at the Hoosier Dome. 19-14 our score, and we're getting ready for our second half kickoff. And Harvey, you were lucky there. We had some time in that halftime looking at our stats, and we were on camera. I was going to point out that you really probably do outweigh me by 122 pounds, but I decided not to do that, so I waited till we were off camera.
Smart.
Now, I just noticed this. I think this is very amusing. Harvey Armstrong, your initials are HA. Like, ha, ha, ha. Just like that, Harvey.
Well,
that's
he's
it.
a very intelligent guy. He observes certain things and picks up on it well, and it's just amazing how he just can be so creative.
It only took me 5 weeks to figure that out.
Where he got that from?
Because it's on you have a monogram shirt on, and on your cuff are your initials, H.A.
Oh. Oh, this guy's so intelligent. He must be a Northwestern grad.
Let's talk about second half here.
Please.
Lawrence Central comes back in that second quarter and puts 2 straight touchdowns on the board. You talked about the momentum, and in the opening we talked about how their defense really had to play well, and they're going to come out and get a first crack at trying to set the tone for the second half.
That is so true. I mean, this is going to be a very big defensive stand for them as well as an offensive stand. The momentum is definitely on the Bears sideline. Now, they have to come back for the Wildcats and, hey, take over, take control, Give the ball back to Larry Brown. Go to the wide receivers and do the things. Hey, why not follow big Eric bodyguard Chandler? So it's very important for them to come out right now and establish some momentum, get it back, as well as the Bears to come out and continue to keep Mr. Momentum on their side.
Nick McDonald gets us underway, and this will be fielded at the 25.
Great field position.
Brian Vance takes him out to the 45-yard line where the Wildcats will take over. Let's set that offensive lineup. Rob Bowman, number 7, the split end. Matt Watkins, John Mullins, Mike Eikenberry, Eric Chandler, and Andre Bacon, the front 5. Andre Neal's the tight end. Kevin Richardson, the flanker. And the backfield, number 9, Kevin Lyles, number 6, Larry Brown, and probably number 44, Jabri Jones, and he is in there. And we'll come back with the Bear defense in just a second. Lyles on first down, throwing a fade route. Ooh. A little behind him and almost picked off. And on the coverage was number 21, Jake Cameron, for the Bears. And here's the Bear defensive unit. The defensive ends are Clint Wall and Jeremy Langholtz. The front and the middle 3 are Phillip Hill, Christian Horvath, and Ebony Gilmore. Your linebackers, Andy Selp and Brandon Cantrell. Your cornerbacks, Gary Mitchell and Shea Cameron, who is just on the defense there. And your safeties, 34, Stanley Journey is the free safety. And number 5, George Cheeseborough, is the strong safety. And that brings us to 2nd and 10. Looked like a little mess up in the backfield, Harvey.
Really, you had both running backs going away from the ball. It's like, I don't want this. You have. No, you take it. No, I don't want. So there definitely a confusion there. And a loss of 2 yards on that play.
A little lack of communication or lack of concentrating or something, but
a lack of desire to carry the ball when you have 11 guys in front of you. Like the big Comcast
I'll
truck.
tell you what, you see Phillip Hill, number 78, 6'6", 230. I would have a lack of desire to carry his direction too.
I would like to see him.
Lyles,
Eric Chandler.
3rd and long. Bowman, number 7, comes up with the catch. And I tell you what made that play, Harvey. He came back to the football.
I was ready to say that. That is so important for you young receivers or any receiver that's watching this. You can see him coming back to the ball. If he would have just sit there and waited for the ball, you can see on the replay, you can see here, but watch how he comes back to the ball. You really can't see that, but I mean, he comes back, he meets the ball, and that's so important. You see Billy Brooks and Clarence Randall, the professional guys do that all the time. And every now and then they get away.
Oh, quick toss to Larry Brown, and he is off to the races. Look out!
Oh, man.
Oh, no, they stop him at the 1. He bounces the tight wire all the way down that sideline.
Great running ability, great tightrope act ability.
Larry Brown had 45 yards till pay dirt, and he got 44. You ought to just give the guy it on cheer.
I know.
Just for trying, you know. It's that extra yard, you know.
Right. The difficulty. You know how divers have the difficult dive of 8.8?
His degree of difficulty there. Well, he looked like he was on the balance beam. Lyles. Oh, no. That's why you got to give it to Larry Brown, because he carries it 44 yards down there, and then they let the quarterback take it in.
Really. Very exciting.
What a great run by Larry Brown, and Lyles is limping a little bit, the quarterback.
Might have fell on his ankle.
Great run by Brown to set up the touchdown, and Kevin Lyles does the honors from 1 yard out. And we are picking up right where we left off in the first half.
Larry Brown had 132 yards. First half, Scott, look for a 200-yard night. He's a very exceptional running back. I'm very impressed with him.
2-point conversion, Lyles, and they cannot convert again.
It was a rollout, but he's really not able to roll out and play on the ankle. You can see Lyles is limping. I mean, very noticeable. See the doctor looking at
Your friend Dr. Robertson, isn't it?
Dr. Robertson, an old buddy of mine.
He had like frequent visitor mileage or something.
I know. I had the one pass membership to Dr. Robertson and Dr. Shelbourne.
That charter member, life member.
Hey, that's the lifestyle of a nose tackle, okay?
How many operations did you have?
6.
6.
6 knee operations. In 1982. Now we get ready to see the replay of the touchdown. Maybe we can see how he got hurt. Maybe they rolled over on his ankle. Really couldn't tell on that replay. And they have the cheerleaders doing push-ups. Or is that the Mod Squad? They have some of the guys, every time they score a touchdown, they have to do 25 push-ups.
You know where you would not want to do that? At the University of Houston.
Ooh.
Where you do push-ups after they score touchdowns. And you know, the first touchdown you do 7, and the next one you do 14. I think about Houston when they were beating up on somebody about 81-10.
Ooh.
That'd be a lot of push-ups.
A lot of push-ups.
A lot. You ought to have big arm muscles to be doing those kind of push-ups. I had to get that in. Big. All right, we've got a ball game on our hands. The Bears coming back out, their first opportunity here in the second half. They'll take it over 1st and 10 from their own 20. And Robert Davis, Phillip Hill, Ebony Gilmore, Josh Williams, Tim Barnes, Shane McGrath, and Jeremy Langholtz, your front group. Gary Mitchell, your flanker, and we've got a problem right off the bat. And Langholtz is trying to get off the field, and they'll have to call a timeout. Let's go back and set that group. Gary Mitchell's your flanker. Bill Woodring, the quarterback, and in the backfield, 33, Brandon Cantrell, 5, George Cheeseborough. We also saw number 34, Stanley Journey. And I'm not sure the confusion there, but Langholtz, the tight end, was trying to get off the field. The defensive unit for Lawrence North, Steve Lee, 34, Eric Chandler, 75, Steve Herman, 71, Isaac Gadoo, 64, Jabri Jones, 44. Your front group, Mike Eikenberry, Sean Vincent, your linebackers, Ed Zimney, Rob Bossman, your cornerback, Sean Usher, the strong safety, and Larry Brown, the free safety.
Larry Superman Brown. But the Bears have a Superman too.
He is a running back.
Come on, boys! Hit somebody!
We talked about it at halftime, right before the kickoff, how the Wildcats had to come over and take the momentum back, and they definitely did that by coming out and marching the ball down the field and scoring.
Woodring on the quick pass.
Oh! Almost.
6 points. Lee Journey had nothing but a journey in front of him because he was going to go the whole distance.
88 and out the gate in the Hoosier Dome.
I think Bill Woodring would like to have that one back.
You can see the replay here. Oh, I think we will see this play again. Oh, right off the fingertips.
Just throwing a little bit too hard.
Too hard.
Comes the blitz from Jabri Jones.
Oh!
Steve Herman, 71.
I wonder what position is he?
No tackle.
Hey. Those are the gifted athletes. Especially when they big, strong, and fast.
Loss of 3.
Just like one of the ex-coach players, like the guy that number 79 the coach used to have. He was big, fast, and strong, quick.
Bob Golick.
Oh, I tell you what.
Did he wear 79?
No, that was Bob Golick. Yeah, that's who that was.
Everybody knows who we're talking about. Woodring.
Down here.
Oh, they went back to the play just like you talked about, but that time it was a little better defended. Larry Brown and Rob Boffman on the coverage.
It was a better pass the last one, too.
I need to fix something. Kevin Lyles, number 9, has been on the defensive unit. Steve Lee is not in the ball game. Kevin Lyles, the quarterback, also doubling at the defensive end spot.
I'm still amazed how these guys play both ways. We had such a gifted team in high school, we didn't have to go both ways. Oh, thanks, Rod. Rod is like looking at me, throwing things at me.
High snap and a low punt, and Bossman takes it at the 50 and is upended at about the 40.
That's giving up your body. Doing what else?
Great field positioning for the for the Wildcats.
The Bears have missed the momentum on their sideline now. The Wildcats are taking it back. You can see the replay here. He's just giving up his body. Trying to go over the top. Oh. That can make sore ribs, a play like that.
Giving Lyles a quick drop and the look-in route to Bachman, and he's off and running.
Still on his feet.
And he spins his way down to the 28, a gain of 12. And he's got 2 second-half receptions here for 22 yards, Rob Bachman.
Nice little slant pattern. What you call a 4 route here. Right here, it's coming right at you. We bring it right into your living room. Sit back. A cold can of Coca-Cola.
That sounds good right now. I'm hungry.
No, popcorn.
Oh, Jabri Jones is on the loose, down to the 10.
Big freight train Jones.
And a gain of 13.
See the replay here. There's great blocking by the interior line. Nice block.
There's your wave, Harvey. There's your wave.
Uh-oh, we have the wave going. Wave. Raw Davis. I think they chanting your name. Raw.
First and 10 from the 12.
Oh! Almost. Same play, coming back with the slant play. It's a very successful play.
Second and 10 from the 12.
And you notice they haven't given the ball to Larry, Superman, Mr. Versatility, Brown.
Not after the 44-yard carry.
Well, he's probably trying to get his breath. Well, second and 10. I think Mr. Brown would carry this ball. Well,
Jabri Jones inside about the 7.
doubles his way for 6 yards. Big freight train Jones. They have so many different weapons and such a great, nice, big offensive line. They can clear holes. Big guys like Eric Chandler, the bodyguard. It's a big down here for the Bears. I mean, they need to stop them. Giving up two touchdowns within 4 minutes is not a good sign.
Lyles rolling out.
Oh! Great play by Lyles, the quarterback.
Great catch by number 5, Ed Zimney, from 7 yards out.
That is pure determination from the quarterback, Lyles, to get that play off and score 6 points. I tilt my hat to this guy. I will dedicate my Waffle House song for Lyles if he continues to play that way.
They're going to call timeout and think about the conversion, and Zimney is still down. Watch it again. Now, Harvey, this is the NFL. This is in the grass. But obviously...
Well, they changed that rule somewhat now.
Look at this. He's fighting him off.
I mean...
On his way down to the ground.
Oh, man, that is great. Great replay. Great shot, guys.
And keep in mind that Zimney is a moving target.
Yes.
Oh, that was pretty.
Oh, that was pretty.
Great camera work down there.
Oh, guys, that was great camera work. You're doing a great job.
31-14.
Great catch, great throw, great determination. I mean, that was well-rounded. Great play. A great defensive play. He had great coverage.
Yeah.
The guy was there.
Had good pass rush. Well, it took him 3 minutes and 5 seconds to get back in that shaded blue area down there at the end of the field. A lot of points tonight. 31-14. The Wildcats going for a 2-point conversion.
It's amazing. The Bears maybe they just lost Mr. Mo. The momentum was definitely on their side at halftime, and the Wildcats just came out and they showed their superior of why they're 5-0, coming back and taking control. Option.
Lyles does not make it, and they fail the conversion again. That's the 4th conversion they failed tonight, Harvey. 31-14.
If we get a chance to see this again, you see Larry Brown was wide open for the option play, for the pitch. Lyles was definitely trying to make too much happen on that play. And I think Larry is telling them now, Lyles, I was wide open.
Well, they tell you to read the defensive end, and that's Langholt's 87.
Yeah. If he just pitched it then, it'd have been 2 points.
And he played it pretty well because he didn't
Yes.
commit himself. He started going to Larry Brown, and Lyles really did he made the right
And
decision
that was
there.
so important to me, so just to have some patience. Whenever you have the option, the way to defend the option is have patience. Work the line of scrimmage. Never commit until you know where the ball is going. It's kind of hard. You see that ball, you want to attack, like attack, but it's not always there. You have to have that patience, and that was a great play by the defensive.
Jeremy Langholtz, nice play.
Langholtz. 6'3", 200-pound senior. Wildcats are taking control. I'm interested to see how the Bears come back now. Will they come back with the 3 wide receivers and have Cheeseborough on the open side on a one-on-one situation? I really feel they have to come back to the 4 wide receiver set, having Cheeseborough being the 4th wide receiver.
Larry Brown to boot it away. Onside kick, and they recover it. Nice play there. I believe that was number 50, Christian Horvath, who grabbed it and put it down at the 45. So the Bears come out in a nice spot here.
Heads up play. Christian Horvath.
You know what position he plays?
Guard.
No.
Nose tackle.
That's right.
Well, we have guard here. Guard, nose tackle, nose guard.
No, okay.
See?
I'll allow it.
Yeah. I was right again. We have so much fun up here.
Woodring going to the air on first down.
Oh!
Off the hands of number 2, Robert Davis. And Woodring, 6 of 11 in the first half, starts out 0 for 3 in the second period of action.
I think they're trying to get into it with Eric Chandler. Anyone that thinks about getting into it with Eric Chandler, we'll have a long talk with that young man after this game. You see the replay here. Nice protection. Almost there. It's a big series for the Bears.
3 receivers for the Bears. Journeys by himself. They show blitz. Lawrence North brings